Hello, hello, my beloved Cosmic Star Crunches. It's Anoki. Come on in. Yes, this is a brand new channel. I have had that old channel that I started finally doing tarot readings on for a long, long time, from before I got divorced 4 years ago. Just cleansing our space with a little sage. Thank you, beloved smoke spirit, beloved sage, for cleansing, connection, and protection. Yes, all right. Beautiful. Okay. So, yeah, I started a whole new channel. I'm gonna just focus on tarot and like divination and things of that nature until maybe it grows if it's meant to, and then I might share some other things on there. But I'm gonna try to kind of like, I don't know, see if just starting fresh can possibly agree with algorithm a little better, or however that goes. Because I enjoy doing this. It's fun for me. Like, I like to do it. I had fun doing the readings, but it just wasn't targeting getting out there right, because I had like animals and things like it was just a lot on that channel. So here we go with tarot. This is a general reading. However, I did feel a connection, a love connection energy, but it is a general reading. A few things could come out, general or connected to love. We shall see. So in the homemade cards that I made, you have Spiderweb, London Bridge, Double Dare, Hello, You Fool, I Love You, Divine Self-Acceptance, Blissful Rest, Balcony with a View, Revelation, and Messages from Birds, as well as the feels on the bottom of the deck over here. So I feel like with this spiderweb energy, I feel like that you've built the web already. I feel like this is the energy that you're in. I'm sensing networking, feeling networking. When the spider is in like work mode, manifest mode, like work mode, and they're building the web, and then the web is finished, and then they go into like a hibernation, like restful, stealth, still mode, and get ready to eat and replenish and recharge and all of that stuff. And at this point, like, the work is done. Now the spider just has to keep itself fed, and hopefully nobody will come along and knock the web over, but the spider would just rebuild it. That's another thing about spiders. They're resilient, right? Like, you can knock out a spider's web and they're just going to rebuild it. But you're at the place where the web is built. It's networking. There's networking involved. You're being still and still creating. Like, this is your creation, right? And you're in creation mode while you're being still. So it's like this web that you built is kind of now doing the work for you, kind of like it does for a spider. It catches the spider's prey for the spider to be able to, live and, continue to be a spider. With London Bridge, Double Dare, Balcony with a View, I'm feeling travel. You could literally be going to London, experiencing the London Bridge, stay in a badass place with a balcony with a view, or you could just, this could just be your life. Divine self-acceptance, revelation. Like, I feel like there's revelation within this networking. I feel like there's revelation within this web that you've built. You could be having a revelation on this journey, on this trip. Maybe it's a vacation, maybe you're moving there. There could be a revelation that you want to move there. And then Double Dare being here, it's like, do it. Divine self-acceptance. I double dare you. I double dare you, self. Do it. Take the leap. Let's go. Let's do this. right? The feels, with the feels on the bottom of the deck, like, you know, like you're very intuitive. You know, the spider is a very intuitive being as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, and messages from birds. Birds could be very significant. You could be very close to birds of all kinds. I know I am. I'm afraid to share these pictures of the crow. I'll probably share it on my other channel. Of my newest pictures of the crows. A video of the crows. Because I don't want to confuse the algorithm. So, alright, here we go. These have been cleansed and shuffled already. Alright, these readings are divinely loved, guided, and protected. What do we have? Spirit. Beloved guides. Yeah, I told you. Lovers at the bottom of the deck. What's under that? Oh, I see swords. What is that? Oh dear. The Two of Swords with the lovers. That was peeking out, but lovers on the bottom of the deck. I told you I felt a connection, a lover's connection, before I started this reading. And then I pre-shuffled and laid out these cards to get a feel, you know? And, but I do feel this lover's connection. Okay, let's go. What's that? The Four of Cups. This is an interesting Four of Cups. I hope that you can see that. There's 3 birds facing one way and 1 bird facing the other way. I feel like there's, like I said, this networking. There's options, maybe within romantic unions for you. You're being seen as the Queen of Swords. I don't think in a negative way. I feel like you know how to execute plans. You have innovative ideas. You're able to create. You set strong, healthy boundaries. You're not too guarded, you know. Building this web, you know, balcony with a view. There's some, I mean, there's definitely London Bridge. I mean, there's wealth, abundance, revelation over here. Queen of Swords. She's all about revelation. I mean, come on. Right? All right, let's go. Shuffle one more time. All right, here we go. Oh, look, and now you have the Queen of Wands. So, fiery, passionate. You take action, you move, you make shit move. You shake shit up. You're confident. You're passionate. The moves that you make come from a place of divine passion. Here's the Two of Swords again. There is, you may be contemplating, I'm telling you, there's some sort of contemplation, either you or both of you, there's a contemplation on some sort of a connection. And it could have to do with networking, and it could have to do with business or partnership outside of just only romance. The Hermit. Yes, like I said, you're in that stealth mode, that being still, that introspection, that growth stage, that rejuvenation stage, going within, finding an answer, finding the answer to make that choice, to choose. You know, but you're in the same time, your Queen of Wands energy with the Hermit. Or actually, okay, now I'm getting something else. This Hermit is not you. I feel like, okay, yeah, I feel like you are pretty All right, let's rewind, because now I'm getting something totally different. Totally different. I feel like you in this Queen of Wands energy, because you're looking away. Like, if you see, it's the first card out, and the Queen of Wands is looking away from this Two of Swords. So it's almost like the Queen of Wands has made the decision about the steps to take and the directions to follow and what moves to make. This Hermit is not so sure. This Hermit is hermiting. This is either you are the Hermit, or you are the Queen of Wands. Take it, put it where it goes. Take it how it resonates. But this Queen of Wands and this Hermit are two different people, and this Hermit is in the Two of Swords energy, trying to make a decision. But they're not blind. There's color. Like, they see the growth. They see the potential, right? It's almost like there's potential in any direction that they go. This Hermit is what I'm feeling, to be completely honest. But yes, but they're still, like, this Hermit, yeah, they're in this Nine of Swords energy. Confused, restless. That's crazy, because you have blissful rest up here. Blissful rest in the homemade cards with the Queen of Wands. You know, the Queen of Wands is very good at self-care, right? At feeling, you know, their cup. The Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups is too, but the Queen of Wands is too. The Queen of Wands is really good at taking care of themselves. Male, female, does not matter. But this Hermit is in the Nine of Swords energy over this, and I think it has to do with the Queen of Wands. Restless. I think that's listening to the wrong people, taking the wrong advice, too many thoughts, letting their thoughts run away. Goodness. The Three of Swords. So this Hermit, my gosh, so this took a turn. I feel like this Queen of Wands is you. All this stuff up here. Hello, you fool, I love you. This is that connection. But also, hello, you fool, I love you for me. Daggum. Could be joining with, you know, your relationship with your higher self, your connection with your higher self, your balance within your masculine and feminine spirit and matter, right? But somebody here, you're intuitive, revelation that feels messages from birds. Somebody here, but this person could be getting messages from birds too. This person is also intuitive, this Hermit, right? This Hermit is very intuitive, you know, has a deep knowing as well. But there's goodness, this Hermit. The Five of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. Look at all these swords. My gosh. Okay. My gosh. Okay, the five of swords now. You have the Nine of Swords. This Hermit has the Nine of Swords, the Two of Swords, the Nine of Swords. Like, you're representing in the very first card, or vice versa, however it goes, put it where it goes. But the Queen of Wands is representing in the very first card out. What's going on behind the Queen of Wands is this other energy that I was telling you guys that I was feeling. Two of Swords, Nine of Swords, Three of Swords, Five of Swords, with the Knight of Pentacles. They want to move, but with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm feeling this stuck energy. Like it's like they need to look up. It's like they're in their head. I feel like this person, this Knight of Pentacles, is in their head, and they need to look up at this star and have a revelation about the truth, or a direction to go to heal a situation, or to make a decision to either move towards something or away from something, right? The decision needs to be made to do one or the other. And, you know, it's like the flowers over here, there's a flower over here, there's a star over here, and this night is just stuck like in one way, like it's just, or in just a thought loop, right? Goodness, the Five of Cups. This Knight of Pentacles needs to look up at the star and get a revelation. My goodness, this is heavy for the first reading out on this channel. Wow, the Hangman. I told you they need to look up. This Knight needs to look up and get a different perspective on this this situation. Hello, you fool, I love you. It's almost like that's what they want to say or do, but they're having like, they're all in their feels, that's what I'm feeling up there too, all in their feels about it. I'm going to say it again. The Two of Swords, the Hermit, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords. Okay, and then we have this Knight of Pentacles up here that's like stuck in their head. Now we have the Hangman. Because the Hangman is telling you to look at it from a different perspective. Whoever this Hermit is telling this Hermit to look at it from a different perspective. Okay, because then you have Death. You have Death, the Knight of Swords, and the Three of Wands. So, like, that's what I'm saying. This, now you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords with Death. A new perspective, something needs to be cleared out of the mind space. The head space is in complete control here with the Knight of Swords and this Knight of Pentacles. We're at the Knight. Like, it's odd though, because it's such a stuck energy in the head, but we're not at least at the page. We're at the Knight. Like, it's this Two of Swords energy is what I'm feeling. Stuck in the middle. Because we're not at the page, we're not at the King. We're at the Knight. And the Knight, we have two Knights so far with Death. This energy needs to be put to death so that the Three of Wands. It needs to open up space to allow something to come in. Something needs to be open. Like this Three of Wands, I feel like there needs to be a, yes, the Eight of Cups, like the Three of Wands, this Three of Wands, particular Three of Wands, it feels like walking towards, like not sitting and waiting for your ships to come in or whatever to come in. Like this, I feel like a walking away, like a walking towards something energy. And with the Eight of Cups behind that, I couldn't help but to go ahead and let that be, because that's what I was feeling anyway. But, you know, this Hermit is, with the Two of Swords up here, is making a decision. There's movement here with the Three of Wands and the Eight. My gosh. And the Eight of Cups with the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This is a lot of swords. I'm telling you, this Hermit needs to go down a little deeper, because Hermits are mystics, right? Hermits are strong and powerful, and they carry a lot of wisdom and knowledge. This Hermit needs to remember that. The Seven of Swords. Ugh. There's a lot of planning. to make this decision, a lot of thinking, a lot of strategies. The Hangman, thinking of strategy, but being stuck on the strategy or the planning or something, being stuck on the planning, being stuck on the strategy, or trying to figure out a strategy. The Four of Pentacles. It's like the both of you are turning away from building something. There's two people facing the other direction of the Four of Pentacles. Like, that could mean you're not holding on, not definitely. That could mean with the Eight of Cups and the Three of Wands, it could mean that you are letting go or not holding back anymore. This could be an energy of the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. But there's two people in this Four of Pentacles facing. But it's like they can't even see each other. It's like they don't even realize each other's there. Very odd energy I'm getting. They don't realize. But the Wheel of Fortune is moving something. Good gravy. I hope so, because this is some swordsy shit going on around here. Cupsy, Eight of Cups. I mean, this Queen of Wands is like, but it's so weird because I feel like this first card out, this Queen of Wands, is so not completely detached, but so focused on something else, not focusing on something else. Like, her focus is not in this energy, but this energy is like floating around the protective bubble that the Queen of Wands is so good at creating for herself. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, like, there's movement with this Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles. I feel like it's bringing something back into balance, right? Because you have the little stream here. It's like something's moving, something's coming back into balance within the situation, like a decision's being made. I don't know why I feel that with the Six of Pentacles, but I do. Okay, and now we have the King of Swords. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So this King of Swords is this Hermit. This Queen of Wands is you, or the vice versa, or you're this Queen of Wands, or they're this Queen of Wands, and you're the Hermit that needs to baby. Let this Wheel of Fortune take the wheel. The King of Swords, though, I think this Hermit and all this Swords energy is in that head. I think this King of Swords is, because if you see the face on this particular King of Swords, you know, it doesn't look the most satisfied, right? The Tower at the bottom of the deck. I love this Tower. It's like, instead of this Tower being destroyed and falling, it's being built. It's like this tower has been built. The spider web, like I was talking about. And there's growth within this tower. How crazy. I haven't used this deck very many times, but that's cool how I'm getting this tower. There's books. There's the moon. There's symbolism. There's the eye. The protective eye, evil eye, third eye as well. There's like a web looking thing up here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that tower. So the tower is being brought now, a crazy badass tower. Oh my gosh, with the Fool behind that. And that too. Okay, with the Fool, and then, yeah. The Fool, where's that? The Tower, the Fool, and the Two of Pentacles. There's the two people that have different skills, talents, and abilities to bring to the table. Like, there's a lot of, like, you know, if this is a connection, this London Bridge balcony with a view spiderweb, you're finding or have found your person through this networking. And you guys could live, I don't know, far away from each other right now. But I feel like maybe that's what it is, because you're over here, and I don't feel like it doesn't affect you at all, Queen of Wands. But this King of Swords is being affected by something, and I'm feeling a distance. But there's two people here that have their different alchemy, their different skills, talents, and abilities that could come together to create great abundance of all kinds, not just money, but love, passion, growth, experience. With the Fool and the Tower, building this tower, like, this is what you guys can build. You're both so wise and have experienced so much life, right? And situations and things of that nature. Oh my gosh, look, now you have the King of Wands. So this at the bottom of the deck. So this is your match, but what's being shown to us right now is this King of Swords, this journey. I think that this King of Swords is pretty much on, but this King of Swords is also this King of Wands, and you're this Queen of Wands. And also, I think that both of you are capable of being very balanced within your masculine and feminine energy. Should I clarify or just get some? We're just gonna get some. All right, let's see what, yeah, my goodness. These were cleansed and shuffled before we started this reading. Okay, I put two decks together, so it's kind of thick. Building together on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I told you this. I mean, it was a general reading, but I told you what I was feeling before I even started the reading. So you have building together at the bottom of the deck. I mean, that's, you know, I feel like this connection has a lot of potential, and I feel like that's why it may be so scary to probably both of you, but this King of Swords is going through it, loves. Love life. Look at that. Free from problems and money troubles. Enjoy the passion of love. Love and be loved. You know, so within this creation, like I said, you're coming to this place, or you're there, I think you're there, where the spider web is built, and you are now replenishing, right? You are able to take a look at these things and focus on this part of your life as well. And I think that it's going to add to your creation. I think it's going to add to two people's creation. Social status. You will reach the heights of fame and society. Don't get arrogant. You know, balcony with a view, London Bridge, that's I'm feeling some sort of a social status there for one of you or the both of you, you know. Limitations. Fear and doubt limit freedom of action. Let go of your worries. Yeah. You know, it's like the spider's not going to sit there and worry about if somebody comes along and tears down their web. They're just going to be in the moment and do what it takes to take care of themselves. And if the time comes, they'll let go of their work. They're not worried about it because they're just going to rebuild. They're just going to rebuild the web and keep it moving. Past life love. There's an eerie sense of familiarity here. I don't know if I said familiarity, whatever. Like picking up where you left off lifetimes ago. Past life love. Yeah, I told you guys, I was feeling it. I was trying not to make it a love reading, but this is definitely a couple, like two energies experiencing each other in this way. This Queen of Wands is, pardon me, throat chakra. Domestic bliss. There's beauty in the ordinary when it's with the right person. Folding laundry, making coffee, or doing nothing at all. It all feels like home. Yeah. Yep. It's there's communication on the bottom of the deck. You're not afraid to speak your mind, and neither are they. Honesty and respect coexist here. Let's get one more. Mutual effort. You're both showing up, checking in, and putting in the work. That's what makes this love thrive. Yeah. So there's a connection here. I don't think that, I think that it was, I think that it, yeah, new adventures on the split. Whether it's road trips or soul quests, you're in it together. This love is a passport to the kind of life you used to only dream about. New adventures. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this person you're meeting, networking through your network, through this web, through this weaving of this web, this creation. And I feel like they have created something too, though. I feel like they're a creator as well. I feel like you guys are both creators. And you're both in this mode of now it's time to replenish. Like now it's time to focus on other things. Now it's time to let other energies in outside of just, you know, building the foundation, basically, the spider web, you know. So there we go. My first read on Star Crunch Tarot. Yes, this is Star Crunch Tarot. I know that I've tried out a lot of different things, and I'm gonna get, that's just how I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I do. So I believe that this is where this is it. Like, if this goes, it goes. If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But we shall see. I love you guys so much. Stay true to you. Shadow and light.